delivering quality education, expanding access to learning. The official TV-based instruction of Tagum City. This is Tagum City Division's DepEd TV. Tara na!
Hello kids! Welcome to another fun and exciting learning adventure in the world of science. I hope that you're fine and doing great while studying at home. Did you have fun answering your previous modules? Did you learn a lot? I know you did, and I'm sure you watched the previous episodes in science which helped you understand more the lessons. I am very much excited to be with you today and be part of your learning adventure in exploring the amazing world of science. I am Teacher Clarife and I will be journeying with you today as we explore more about the science world. Are you excited to learn new things with me today? Great! For today's learning adventure, you will be able to describe what is water cycle. Identify and describe the importance of water cycle. Before we proceed to our lesson for today, let me check first if you have with you your pen, your notebook, and your learning module. If all are set and ready, let's explore the amazing world of science. Can you still recall your previous lesson in Quarter 4 Module 2? Yes, you're right. It is about the sources and uses of water. Let us have a quick review on the lesson you had in Module 2. Are you ready? Let's begin. Water can be obtained from a variety of places. It can originate from public or private sources. It may originate from either a small or large body of water. Clouds are the sources of rainwater. There are three major water bodies. The type of water is determined by the source: seawater, fresh water, and groundwater. Seawater contains plenty of salt. It is also called hard water. Fresh water is called surface water. It does not contain salt. It comes from rain, and for cold or icy places, it comes from snow. Water is very important to all life forms. Water is one of the most vital elements on the planet. Water is needed for the survival of the plants and animals. There would be no life on Earth if there was no water. Do you know what is water cycle? How this water cycle affects our lives? Did you know the importance of water cycle? What are the processes involved in water cycle? I know you already have idea about it, but let us check first if you really do by answering this activity. Directions. Read the sentences carefully. Write your answers on your notebook. You will be given 5 seconds to answer each item. Number 1. It is the path that all water follows as it moves around the planet. A. Life cycle. B. Water cycle. C. Plant cycle. Or D. Food cycle. Your timer starts now. Time is up! What is your answer? Good job! It's letter B. Water cycle. Number 2. It is the process where water is released from clouds in the form of rain, freezing rain, sleet, snow, or hail. It is the primary connection in the water cycle that provides for the delivery of atmospheric water to the earth. A. Precipitation. B. Infiltration. C. Condensation. Or D. Evaporation. Timer starts now. Time is up. What is your answer? Great! You got it right. It's letter A, precipitation. Number 3. It is the process by which water changes from a liquid to a gas or vapor. It occurs when sunlight warms the surface of the water. A. Precipitation. B. Infiltration. C. Condensation. Or D. Evaporation. Your timer starts now. Time is up. What is your answer? Amazing! It's letter D, evaporation. Number 4. It is the process in which water vapor in the air changes into liquid water when it comes in contact with a cooler surface. A. Infiltration. B. Evaporation. C. Condensation. Or D. Precipitation. Your timer starts now. Time is up. What is your answer? Awesome! It's letter C, condensation. Number 5. It is the process by which on the ground surface enters the soil. A. Precipitation. B. Evaporation. C. Condensation. Or D. Infiltration. Your timer starts now. Time is up. What is your answer? Excellent! It's letter D, infiltration. Did you get all the correct answers, kids? That's awesome! I'm pretty sure that you are now ready for our lesson today. Kids, do you know that water cycle is the path that all water follows as it moves around the earth in different states? Liquid water is found in the oceans, rivers, lakes, and even underground. Water cycle has 4 main processes: evaporation, condensation, precipitation, and infiltration. Today, we will learn all of this and you will have clearer understanding how water cycle takes place. Let's begin our exploration with the first process involved in water cycle. What is evaporation? Kids, do you know how evaporation occurs? Now let's explore about this. Evaporation is the process by which water changes from a liquid to a gas or vapor. Evaporation occurs when sunlight warms the surface of the water. The heat from the sun makes the water molecules move faster and faster until they move so fast and they escape as a gas. Evaporation is a very important part of the water cycle. Heat from the sun or solar energy powers the evaporation process. It soaks up moisture from soil in the garden as well as the biggest oceans and lakes. The water level will decrease as it is exposed to the heat of the sun. Water is evaporating but staying in the air as vapor. Once water evaporates, it also helps form clouds. The clouds then release the moisture as rain or snow. The liquid water falls to the earth, waiting to be evaporated. the cycle starts all over again. Condensation is the process by which water vapor in the air is changed into liquid water. Condensation is crucial to the water cycle because it is responsible for the formation of clouds. When the water in the air comes in contact with a cold surface, it condenses to form water droplets. The reverse of condensation is evaporation reaction. Water molecules in the vapor form are arranged more randomly than in liquid water. As condensation occurs and liquid water forms from the vapor, the water molecules become more organized and heat is released into the atmosphere as a result. Kids, now that you already learned about the two processes, the evaporation and condensation, just remember that they are just exactly the opposite processes. Just hang on because we will still have two more important processes involved in the water cycle that we need to explore. They are precipitation and infiltration. The air is full of water even if you can't see it. Higher in the sky where it is colder than at the land surface. Invisible water vapor condenses into tiny liquid water droplets which are called clouds. Precipitation is water released from clouds in the form of rain, freezing rain, sleet, snow, or hail. It is the primary connection in the water cycle that provides for the delivery of atmospheric water to the earth. Most precipitation fall is rain. Infiltration is the process by which on-the-ground surface enters the soil. Infiltration is the process of water entry into the soil through the earth's surface. The water at the soil surface can originate from rain, snowmelt, or anthropogenic activities. Groundwater begins as precipitation. Anywhere in the world, a portion of the water that falls as rain and snow infiltrates into the subsurface soil and rock. How much infiltrates depends greatly on the number of factors. Kids, now you finally learned about the 4 important processes involved in water cycle. Did you learn new facts about them? Can you relate these processes to simple activities at home? Just like observing how water evaporates when you boil the water in your kettle in a high temperature. Amazing, right? Now, let me ask you, why is water cycle important? Would life be the same if one of the processes in water cycle is not present? What do you think will happen? The water cycle is an extremely important process because it enables the availability of water for all living organisms and regulates weather patterns on our planet. If water didn't naturally recycle itself, we would run out of clean water, which is essential to life. The water cycle is important to all life on Earth for many reasons. All living organisms require water, and the water cycle describes the process of how water moves through the planet. Earth is truly unique in its abundance of water. Water is necessary to sustaining life on Earth and helps tie together the Earth's lands, oceans, and atmosphere into an integrated system. Kids, do you know that climate change has an impact in water cycle? Water is always on the move. Rain falling today may have been water in a distant ocean days before, and the water you see in a river or stream may have been snow on a high mountain top. Water is in the atmosphere, on the land, in the ocean, and underground. It moves from place to place through the water cycle, which is changing as climate changes. Climate change is likely causing parts of the water cycle to speed up as warming global temperatures increase the rate of evaporation worldwide. More evaporation is causing more precipitation on average. We are already seeing impacts of higher evaporation and precipitation rates, and the impacts are expected to increase over this century as climate warms. Higher evaporation and precipitation rates are not evenly distributed around the world. Some areas may experience heavier than normal precipitation, and other areas may become prone to droughts. Did you understand our discussions, kids? That's great! I hope you learned a lot about water cycle and its importance to all forms of life and to our planet. Now, let's check if you really understood the discussion by answering the following activities. Activity A. Label the missing processes of water cycle as shown in the drawing. Write your answers on your notebook. You have 30 seconds to answer this activity. And your timer starts now. Time is up. Let's check your answers. Did you get all the correct answers, kids? Excellent! Did you enjoy the activity, kids? Me too. I hope you had great time doing our activities today and hope that you truly understood our discussion. This time, let us have a short recap of what we discussed today. The water cycle is the path that all water follows as it moves around in our planet. Liquid water is found in oceans, rivers, lakes, and even underground. There are four main processes of water cycle. They are evaporation, condensation, precipitation, infiltration. The water cycle is very important to the living things on Earth, such as animals, plants, and humans. The water cycle provides water for humans so they could use it for drinking, cooking, washing, cleaning, etc. It also helps animals and plants to live. Without the water cycle, there will be no plants and animals on Earth, and without them, there could also be no humans. Congratulations, kids! We're almost done! Now it's time to assess your learning for today's lesson. Are you ready? Let's start! Direction. Match column A with column B. Write the chosen letter on your notebook. You will be given 30 seconds to answer this. Let's start! Time is up! Let's check your answers. Did you get all the correct answers, kids? Great job! You are all indeed an amazing science explorers. Congratulations, kids! You all did great today. Did you enjoy our science exploration? Can you describe now how water cycle takes place? Can you explain now how important water cycle is and how it affects our lives and all living organisms? Amazing! I am confident that you can answer all the activities in your module. I hope that you had great time learning with me today and you did enjoy our science exploration. Let's learn more interesting things about science in the next episodes. Once again, I am Teacher Clarife, leaving you this message. Life is a cycle too. Everything has a beginning and ending, but life continues to move forward regardless of failures and difficulties. Always remember that science is life itself. The more you explore, the more knowledge you will gain. The more knowledge you gain, the more opportunities will come all over and over again. So heads up, little science explorers, and continue to discover your potentials that others have not seen. A real explorer does not wait for ships to sail on, but finds the challenging road of learning and adventures never you've seen. Thank you and have a great day. Goodbye! See you again for another science exploration.
Pilot TV, Pilot TV na, Pilot TV, Pilot TV na, Pilot TV, Pilot TV na, Pilot TV.
Manood at makinig sa pag-aaral naming hatid, magsulat at magbasa,
Magbilang halika na, iba't ibang kaalaman sa TV mo masusundan. Edukasyon